Hey, what's up? This is Jynxfatez. Just wanted to leave a little message to say thanks for all the subscribers and all the views on my recent videos. They've been doing really good and I've been having a lot of fun with them. But I also wanted to leave a little message that goes out to my friend Verkita. Suck my balls, bitch.
Upon hearing the question, what is your favorite video game, it never fails to receive the answer, because Left 4 Dead 2 is simply the greatest zombie game and co-op shooter of all time. But my thoughts and over-obsessive addiction to the game have already been expressed by basically every game reviewer that ever lived. So I knew that if I was going to make a video about Left 4 Dead 2, it would have to have been about something that nobody had ever talked about. It's a piece of content that is prevalent in every campaign, every level, and exists across both games, and is one of the best pieces of storytelling and immersion in the franchise. I am of course talking about the lost arts of Left 4 Dead's wall graffiti.
See you again. Surely you'll come back.
As mentioned before, in both games there can be found walls with notes and sentences written in marker and spray paint. These are usually found in the safe rooms across the campaigns, but are sometimes revealed along your journey throughout the game. They not only contribute to the game's iconic environmental storytelling, but also act as a way to wind down amidst the intermission of an intense playthrough, as the words displayed on the concrete and drywall can really set the mood depending on what you're reading, because these messages are on a content spectrum. Now, the spectrum ranges from absurd humor and YouTube comment level roasting to genuinely distressing and sometimes tragic notes for friends and family who might not have made it through the struggle of the green flu. Some notes are genuine warnings from unseen survivors who had passed through the safe room, spreading the word of the corrupt government and military making rounds across the city in attempts to kill off the unrelenting horde.
Shit! Well, it's official. They're trying to kill us now.
However, one of the most iconic pieces of graffiti in the series is also located in probably the most iconic moment in the first game. A church can be found amongst a cemetery, and inside is an emotionally distressed man who has locked himself within the church.
No! You think you're special with your leather jackets and your fancy blood?
Oh, shit.
He declines the group's plea to enter the safe room with hostility due to the past individuals turning on him.
Better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. Ding dong! Ding dong! Dinner served! Come and get it!
I don't believe this.
The church dweller experiences a fit of rage and rings the church bell from the inside. After fighting through the horde, the man eventually turns and we get a glimpse of a very disturbing sight. The man had gone mad and created a shrine of despair amidst the chaos. This room has always struck me as being sort of ironically disturbing due to the location being a place of worship and holiness, ravaged by evil and enjoyed by the damned. And it's obvious through the graffiti that this man had lost all sanity. I think without such disturbed mania being projected onto the church walls, we would have only just seen the surface, as the graffiti provides a clear window into how long this man was trapped in the church and how badly it had affected him. Now, sometimes the most important aspects of the storytelling are actually right in front of you. In the church, there is probably the most emotional instance of wall graffiti in the game. I call it the obituary, because these writings are for family members and friends of survivors who had passed on. It is actually one of the saddest things I've seen in a video game, and you probably ran right past it. And I've been playing this game for almost 11 years now, and I only just now noticed. Another iconic collection of memoirs coming from the Left 4 Dead 2 DLC, The Passing, a large group of messages can be seen displayed on the walls of an old bar, written by family members and friends of survivors passing by, telling them where to meet and the plans of the future. Writings like these strike me as endearing, considering the circumstances where these people likely knew of one another's whereabouts and where they may see these messages. This particular location in the game hits home with reality, however, because just on the other side of the wall is the bathroom that is filled with some of the funniest pieces of graffiti of 2009. Upon first glance, these may appear to ruin the hopeless theme of the game. However, I believe it actually builds onto it. These people likely found these comedic back and forth wall conversations to be a great way to make some small light of their dire circumstances. Famous quotes like "Ed is the king of zombies" and "shotguns and M60s everywhere and not a single roll of toilet paper" all contribute to giving the survivors of the game's universe some inkling of sanity amidst the terror. In conclusion, Left 4 Dead will always have its hidden expert touch spread across the universe of gaming, but the creativity needed to craft such an integral and powerful element in the game like its wall graffiti should be seen, regardless of how unseen it may appear. In other words, maybe take a look around, stop the infected onslaught for a second, and just admire how great the storytelling in this game really is by reading some of the words left by the fortunate, or maybe misfortunate. But regardless, the way I see it, these wall writings can represent many things, but maybe one can see our fortune as players, fortunate enough to notice, or misfortunate enough to not even realize.